to the big house, Michigan Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wolverines offense will get the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake, Underwood. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He breaks the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Grabs it in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Give to the single back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Nittany Lions offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37.
And this offense is going to have their...
Here's a little room there. Oh, he got loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance.
Makes the grab in their space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. All by himself down the middle. Past the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. A pick six.
If you're laser focused on defense, you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hold and fire complete. There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Holds and fires complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Oh, they're after him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incomplete.
Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now they'll run it to the right here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He might want another play. Calls his own number. Makes it past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got... Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Marshall. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Catch is made at the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
In a brand new era in Happy Valley, new head coach in Matt Campbell, Drew Allergon at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. And everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those starts. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there. He's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right. New year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place. But Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative throw.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. The offense changing the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Sets up the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really
unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Got his man on the right. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback may change this route. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He's got him. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket from what's left in this 1st half. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Underwood to throw. Unleashes it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. 4th down, Underwood. Looking for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Baylor taking on the number 20 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Bears coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. Power football with the run. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Underwood on the play action. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying the left side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Back open in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Underwood. The short hands. It's Marsh. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Again, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood lets it fly deep downfield and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Good right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Running inside, it's Hansen. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fighting off the defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. The play-action fake. That's caught. It's Peoples. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And the 3-ball gives us the tie.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The run inside. It's Hansen. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got it again. Runs through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Beck. On the move, he fires. Fires it incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. What a grab with one hand.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. You see it, he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Looking for a crease, it's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. There's a crease. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run.
Snags it, and he's open. Can't get him to the ground. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Peoples. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On to attempt the try. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this.
Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's Underwood to throw. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And this D's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, and especially when you got cornerbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave him on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
So now it's second and long. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Quarterback will keep it. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint.
Maybe a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Big Blue with the answer.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Beck's to grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. 1 more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Still running at the 40. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack